There's actually nothing in here. Oh, the cool sound effect. That's all I wanted. See, no BBs, no CO2. And empty. Cool, let's set that off to the side. So, well, that is the Umarex T4E. That is the PPQ training marker. Designed for, well, right now, the ammo shortage is terrible, so. But let's kind of get to where I am today. I have this. So I like to show everybody that works that I have no CO2 in here during these videos. This is also a T4E. This is the HDR 50. This is their 50 caliber revolver. I'm gonna insert some footage here of the size comparison between the 50 and the 43 caliber rubber balls. As you can kind of see, there's a significant difference here. But that said, I absolutely love this PPQ. I wish it was 50 cal. I really do. But in the like 1,000 or so trigger actuations that I have, because I'll do this all day, by the way. It's a great way to just think for me. I like to fidget. It's like a giant fidget spinner. There you go. It's a giant fidget spinner. Obviously, you should always practice gun safety and never point at anything or pull a trigger at anything you're not willing to destroy. I'm pointing at a cement wall. And these are 43 caliber rubber balls. Cool. Well, in that awesome montage footage I just had, I just wanted to kind of my thoughts in what I've got here. As you know, I started off with the HDR 50. I really like this. One of the things I've noticed that if I don't quite get on that trigger just correct, I can't actuate it quickly. And what I've noticed is that the trigger safety itself can actually hinge up your actuation. So yeah, I'm hesitant to use this anymore outside of just for fun. It's great for just putzing around. The sights are garbage on this. You can add a red dot. I absolutely wouldn't invest any more money in this. If you're looking for something really inexpensive to just potentially protect yourself, it will get you by. Hitting this, I don't like hitting that because it hurts and it doesn't really actuate it well enough. You really kind of have to bonk it down on a desk or a nightstand and go do your thing. Also, carrying extra mags with this is a pain in the ass because they're cylinders. That's what they are. They're all just this. Where do you put this? Now, by the way, my suggestion for anybody that wants to like actually carry this with you is go to your local tobacco shop and see if they have any skull chewing tobacco waistband holders. That's probably the best things you can get for like $2, $3. They're really inexpensive. And they carry 2 of those, so you'd have 3 mags on you. For a total of 15 shots. No, am I doing that right? No, total of 18 shots of 50 caliber. Yes, 18 shots. Math, not working today. It's Monday. Whereas you carry 3 magazines of 43 caliber, all of a sudden you're well past 20 shots. Because this carries 8 shots. 18. Yeah. They hit these do hit a little softer than the 50. Not to say that I'd like to get hit by these. here's a size comparison, just overview, the quick release valves. I've got a bunch of B-roll I'm just gonna kind of lay up here. I really love these. These fit pretty much any magazine holster that you need to find. You can find them for inside the waistband. And the thing that I love about this, I'm gonna go back to it right now, is this is a 1-to-1 scale for a regular real steel Walther PPQ. You know what that means? Every magazine, every holster for a Walther PPQ will fit this guy. Plain and simple. Meaning you can actually take this with you. With a big caveat. Where it's legal for you to carry. Where I live, perfectly legal for me to carry this. I am waiting for the pepper balls to come in. I'm looking around for the case right now because it also comes with this very nice Walther branded case. The HDR 50, I had to go buy a case. Arguably, I like that case a little bit better. While we're talking magazines here, everything, it does come with one of these, which is for when you have paint breakage. You can swab out the barrel, but I will not run paint through this. Like, I think it's pointless to. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this case. I will probably swap the two around. Okay, it comes with a standard 8-round magazine for the Walther PPQ. It goes in like this. Smack it in, you're ready to go. Well, you do have to rack it back and then actuate the trigger. The thing that I really like about this. Here's some quick shooting. Cool. I got quick release mags, plural. I actually ordered one. There was a shipping snafu where Amazon completely lost my shipment, replaced my order, and then the shipment that went missing showed up the next day. I contacted Amazon and was like, hey, I only paid for one of these. I only really need one of these. I'd be happy to send this back. Please just hand me off shipping label and I'll ship it back to you. And Amazon's like, Merry Christmas, basically. So I now have 1, 2, 3 mags, which honestly you should be running if you're using this for its intended purpose of training. You should really be running with 3 mags. You really should be. If you're doing this for what I'm doing, pepper ball, rubber ball, that type of stuff, you should be really running 3 mags. Can you get away with 1 mag? It's a great question. It's the one thing. Every once in a while, I won't quite get that hammered in there just right, and that will hang up. The other thing that I've noticed about the original magazine is this little portion here that slides forward for you to actuate the CO2, and actually slides completely off so you can replace the spring for the upgraded rubber spring, is that that piece will actually slide all the way off sometimes if I'm not careful. Yeah, I really like this. We'll sit here like this. And just practice that. Because, as you saw in the video, shooting this quickly is really simple. And actually, shooting this, let's do a quick comparison. Now let's go over to the 8 shots from this. Cool. I'm fairly sure that if I just mag dump this would be significantly faster for me. Plus you're getting more shots downrange. I really really like it. I really like it. The grip feels great. One of the things that is fantastic, because I already have this, I have the 6mm wrench, but if I didn't have that, the back strap pops off here, and you can tighten down your CO2 that way. So if you're ever in a pinch, that will work. And happen again. Now, I have not had that issue with these guys, these quick releases. Oh, so many questions. I really like these. They're super fun. I highly advise picking these up. And honestly, if this was 11 joules, 13 joules, probably 13 joules, I would tell everybody right now to go out and buy one who has an HDR50. As it sits, it's really, like, it's up to you. It's up to your budget. There is worth a discussion of the cost of this versus the cost of this. This with 5 extra cylinders, and I think it's 100 rounds of rubber ball was $120. So all you need is CO2. It's gonna hurt. At the time of filming this with 1 magazine, 50 rubber balls, was $189. That said, it's so much better in every way. Honestly, unless you get your hands on one, you simply won't understand. Yeah. I really, really, really like this. Having extra mags is expensive because each one of these, so 50, and had Amazon actually wanted me to pay for this, which at this point I wouldn't have because it's $50 for one of these. It's $100. This kit with just 100 rounds is $200-300, which is real firearms money. Now, these are originally actually for training, so obviously there is some trade-off there. I deeply appreciate these. They're great. There's a little bit more maintenance that's required on these. I've actually just ordered the maintenance oil, so I can go through and do all the maintenance. You're supposed to actually about every 1,000 shots, so I'm actually due. You're supposed to come through here and lube up pretty much everything that moves. There's an internal barrel. I'll do some close-up video that moves in and out. The actual extractor, I'm gonna call it an extractor. It's not really an extractor, but it goes into battery to pick up the ball and fire it. That needs to be lubed, the trigger needs to be lubed, and there's just a silicone oil for that. Final thoughts on the Umarex. I'm gonna do it that way so you can actually see the T4E. This is the Umarex T4E PPQ. Final thoughts. For a home defense distraction, to distract who's ever in your house, if you're not going up against a gunfight and you're not going to be going up against a firearm fight, this is a great option. It's loud. Shooting that little bit of video, I'm sure my neighbors absolutely love me right now. And will probably scare off some people. If you hit them with the 43 caliber, they're gonna be freaking out because it hurts and it hits pretty hard. Does it hit as hard as the 50? No. If this was higher joules, I'd absolutely love that. I'm going to sidetrack on that for half a second because all of the valve, everything that shoots the ball is in here. So if you're having a shooting issue, drop the mag out, swap it, put a fresh mag in, and continue to shoot. Your firing pin, everything back here, just actuates the valve assembly that's in here. So in theory, you could replace the valve assembly and up the velocity, potentially, of the shots. I'm looking at you, internet. Somebody needs to do that. Anyway, those are my thoughts. I absolutely love this thing. I can actually conceal and carry this thing where it's legal. It's great to actually have proper sights. Is this 3 times, by the way, with the magazines, 3 times the amount over the HDR 50? Yeah, it is. It absolutely is. I just wish it would hit harder, which means it needs to go faster. Which means somebody's got to come up with a modification, or Umarex, give me a modification. I'll put the kit in. So I don't know if Umarex is ever going to watch this. I doubt they will. But please send an upgrade kit. These things are fantastic and need to be pretty much everywhere. If you're not looking for lethal defense, they really should be. Bye!